All right, what's going on YouTube? I told you I'd be posting a bunch of videos, and here's another one for you guys. If you're into home renovation projects, sometimes they're forced upon you, even when you don't really want to do them, but here we are. So, I don't think I made a video about the bathroom as much, or a picture. I wish I would have thought about it. I've been so busy. But I'm going to put a thumbnail picture on this video of what the tub looked like after I ripped out the liner, and it was pretty horrendous and nasty, guys. A lot's going on. I'm going to have to do an update video of the future plans that's going to be happening in our life in general. A lot of big plans, a lot of big changes. So anyways, guys, here's what the tub looks like now after ripping out the liner. And I just put a fresh thing of caulk about an hour or so ago. We're keeping the wall liner in because it is covering up these old 1970, 60 tiles. These ones are in pretty good. This one, actually it's in better because I caulked it in. It's actually quite loose. I did talk to the previous owners. Let me turn off this fan. I talked to the previous owner. He came out to pick up some mail, and I got chatting with him. And just found out some information and stuff. Not real happy with the guy, with all the bullshit he left me, and hid, to be honest with you, straight up hid and whatnot. But I had to pick his brain to find out more information. So I'm playing nice at this point. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter or do any good to be a jerk. So I'm not going to be. Anyways, we're leaving the liner in, guys, because it's still incredible shape. He did say behind this, there's no mold. They didn't hide any mold or any water damage. They just wanted to cover it up because the tiles, as you can see, are getting ugly. They were hard to clean anymore. Back then, maybe they didn't do glazing. I don't know. But anyways, that's what he chose to do. So, I ripped out the liner. It was a pain in the royal butt. Unfortunately, I did make some cut marks into the tub. It's almost impossible not to do if you're going to use a grinding wheel to get the stuff off. And this one was in a lot harder than it needed to be because instead of just doing a couple of nice lines to keep it in, they went overboard when they installed this thing. So yeah, they went overboard when they installed this thing, so I had to get really deep into it. The guy that redid this tub for me, or cleaned it up to look like, not new, but pretty damn nice, said that it was pretty superficial cuts. I didn't go too deep, which is good. We are going to have him glaze this tub. It won't 100% fill in those lines, but it'll make them look white, and it'll make them look a lot better. It's all superficial. It ain't going to hurt nothing. Same with these little chips right here. This ain't going to hurt nothing. He's just going to go ahead and fix it. Anyways, guys, my floor is rotted. The subfloor, it did get below. Again, Joel let this actually get wet. This is all him. Since we moved in, we never let water get into the floor. It had already rotted out this wall. It had already gotten underneath here. I stopped all the leaking, but obviously it did a lot more damage. So I have a quote right now, because I don't necessarily have a lot of the time, for Brent, my builder, to rip out all this flooring, rip out the rot, put in a new subfloor, put in some vinyl plank flooring, the square looking kind that's going to look like more like a marble. He's also going to trim this out with some waterproof PVC like stuff for bathrooms. He's going to go up and he's going to cut over. So I sealed this. Then he's going to run trim all around the tub. That's going to look nice, and it's going to come down 3 inches, and it's going to cover all this ugly up. And then we're going to caulk that in as well. So this tub will be double caulked from the inside to the outside. No water is going to get in or behind those liner walls. And I don't think they can much anyways, because the liner is setting over the lip of the tub, so it's made so water can't get behind it, but we're just doing extra precautions. And then we're just going to go ahead and throw up a bath bath liner and a bath cloth, whatever the hell you call this, guys. My brain's working 1,000 miles an hour. But anyway, you know, this curtain, bathroom curtain, there you go. And we're just going to stick to that. I'm getting rid of those doors. They're a pain in the ass. They're hard to clean. They're getting old. So we're just going to stick to a curtain. We're going to get a new floor. We're going to rip out this toilet. It's a Kohler toilet, not a bad toilet, but it's hard to clean. I think I mentioned in another video, it's really difficult to clean. The hole in there looks like crap. It's hard to get a brush down in there. So I'm going to buy a toilet too that has a straight side, so it's easy to wipe down and clean. So that's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to finally get started on refinishing these cabinets, at least the wood part, put the new hinges, the new knobs, and paint it. And we're going to just keep the tops. We've already got the new whatever. And then you guys can see overall, we got donkey themed bathroom. I've already painted in here, already put new lighting, new electrical. It's not a bad bathroom. For the type of tri-level, 1,500 square foot home out in the country, rustic with the wood and whatever, it fits perfectly fine. It's going to look really nice. It only cost me $300. It's going to cost me another $200 to glaze the tub. Once I do that, I'm thinking it's going to cost me $1,200 to $1,500 for Brett to rip out the floor and trim out the tub and put a new toilet in. So I'm going to have a total of maybe $1,500 to $1,750 into this bathroom, and it's going to pretty much look pretty damn nice. So that's going to be done. I'm going to short this video. I'm going to short this video or turn this video off now because my wife tried to call me. She's coming home from work, and I got more to talk about for sure down into the basement. So we'll do that on my next video.